Hi, I'm Ashley, and this is the corner of the internet where I talk about my knitting and spinning. So Angel is out of town for a work trip, so I have the apartment to myself. It is Friday evening and I don't have any plans. I saw a friend earlier today and it just happened that I'm gonna have a really chill Friday evening to myself. I have both Yaku and Chango with me, so I'll be spending a little bit of time with them. But yeah, I figured I'd take you guys along with me, and I'm just gonna do a bunch of crafting, knit on a couple of my projects, do some spinning, watch a movie, walk the dogs a couple of times, have some dinner, and yeah, just gonna have a chill, really nice Friday. And so I'm gonna take you guys along with me in vlog form. And I'll kind of update you guys on the projects that I'm working on and the yarn that I'm using and all that. So yeah, let's go. First off, I want to make myself a latte. So to start, I'm going to work on my bluebird sweater. I'm working this with Tuku wool, which is a Finnish yarn, both in a DK weight. One color is, or the main color is this navy blue, and the contrast color is this beautiful golden ochre color. I am almost done with the motif on the yoke, and from there I'm probably going to separate for sleeves, and it'll be knitting in the round from there. So looking forward to finishing up the motif. It was so fun to knit up and quite quick, and I am really excited to have this sweater be done, although it's probably gonna be a while until then because I'm only just finishing the yoke. So I'm gonna shift gears while I still have a little bit of daylight left. I prefer spinning in the daylight. It's pretty difficult to spin in low light, even with like a lamp right next to me. So I'm going to just spin a little bit before it gets dark, and then I'll switch back to knitting. It is Yaku playtime. After dinner every evening, he plays fetch and runs around the apartment and has like the zoomies. It's very cute. So I'm gonna play with him a little bit. The Chango's right over here sleeping. I don't know if you can see him because he's kind of camouflaging in the dark blanket. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of spinning, and then I will shift to maybe back to the bluebird sweater, or maybe something else. So I ended up spinning a lot more than I was expecting. I turned on my lamp, put it at the highest setting, and put my spinning wheel a little closer to it. And so I ended up spinning to where now all I have to do next is ply my 2 singles together. This is still my first 5 ounces of that, man, is it, I think it's Shetland alpaca blend, and I've really been enjoying working with it. I've been practicing my long draw with it because it's very sticky, so I figured it might be a good yarn to practice because it sticks together quite a bit. So there is quite a bit of drafting work that I have to do, but I have been kind of practicing my long draw. I think I'm spinning it at a, what's the term? Half worsted. I'm kind of long drawing it to where there's going to be air inside of it, and I'm not trying to make it as consistent, so I'm not like taking out the air as I'm drafting. I'm kind of drafting, pulling, and kind of pulling it apart to where it's somewhat consistent, but certain neps, if it pops up, I'm not going to bother with it too much because it's just such a fluffy material. So that's been really good. And now for the rest of the evening, I've been catching up on knitting YouTube. I had quite a bit to catch up on, so I've just been watching that. I haven't put on a movie. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put on a movie. I'm probably gonna go to sleep relatively early tonight, but I decided that I'm going to work on the collar for my zipper sweater light by Petite Knit. I am knitting this in the Appledore DK yarn from John Auburn. It's dark, so you're not going to see it very well, but I'm still working on the collar here. It is a folded over tall collar, so I'm doing this for like a while. So I think I'm just going to do this, yeah, just some ribbing back and forth while I watch my YouTube knitting channels, and maybe I'll watch a few Family Guys before going to bed. The dogs have been super chill. It's been such a nice evening. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my tea, and then tomorrow morning I think I'm gonna take you guys along with me to a coffee shop where I'll do some knitting there, and then wrap up this video. Hey, it is now morning. I had a great rest of the evening just knitting and watching some Family Guy. And so now I am planning on just going to a coffee shop that I can walk to from here. So I'm going to leave the little guys on their own with a snack. And I'm going to go to the coffee shop, do some applying to jobs, and do some knitting. Gosh, that coffee shop was so cute. My matcha latte was delicious. I had some rose syrup in it. And yeah, I applied to some jobs, did some knitting, and it is just such a beautiful day today. I think it's gonna hit like 83, which is kind of crazy. So maybe I will go to our gym, our gym. I'll go to our pool and enjoy the sun a little bit. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me last night and this morning. And I will talk to you next time. Make sure to get some crafting in this week.